You became a voice for virgins, if I can even say that.
Yeah.
Where people said, oh my gosh, thank goodness I can finally talk about this.
I'm 27, I'm 30. And I was like, whoa, okay.
And they came to you, you were dear Dolly. You know, dear Dolly, I'm dealing with 1, 2, 3. What
How
can
do I
do
do this? My boyfriend is doing this. What do I do?
Yes.
It's really, really hard. But I think apart from just advising them about being virgins, if I could call them that, because I always say I don't pursue to be a virgin, I pursue purity. And that's 10 times harder. Being a virgin is probably the easiest thing you can decide because it's I do not want to have sex. Just like I don't drink coffee, just like I don't drink alcohol, just like I don't smoke, I don't have sex. But purity, the Bible explains it further to say it's purity in mind, it's purity in heart, it's purity in speech, it's how I think of you, it's how I treat you, it's how I carry myself. That's a greater responsibility. And I say I fail all the time, and that's why I depend on God's grace. Because it's not just keeping my legs closed. It's my thought processes, it's how I view the world, it's my perception, it's how I carry myself. And that's harder. So I always advise people, not necessarily about staying virgins, how to do it, is why did you choose to wait? You know, because a lot of people think I'm waiting for a knight in shining armor. Even if he didn't come, I would be fine. You know, for me, I first honor God. I then honor myself. There's no greater joy in life, and the people will tell you otherwise. There's no greater joy in life than making a decision for yourself that goes against the grain. If you're not willing to stand for something where you are the only point of reference, what are you living? Because it means your life is always soundboarding on other people's lives.
And I can hear even the ducks.
You know, even the birds are like,
yeah.
So honor God, honor myself,
Yes.
and then bless the heart of the man that God will honor me with, and I will honor him because I would have honored myself. Therefore, he would reap the benefits of that he would not be compared to anyone. He would not have to reach any benchmark, but we would have an opportunity to start something beautiful. You know, I think for me, that's how I perceive it. So people's like, what if you marry somebody and he's whack? Then that's for him. What if you don't enjoy the sex? I mean, really, honestly, people, all your sex experiences were awesome. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But, you know, I love this. And for me, it's part of the journey that has that common thread of I'm an individual.
Yeah.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yeah.
My fingerprint is unique, as am I. And so something tells me that the next couple of chapters of your life will still have that common thread.
Yeah.
So which brings me to that point of, you know, what do you hope and aspire for yourself going forward? I mean, we haven't touched on business, we haven't touched on a number of things, but if that is to be the same, you know, what innovative ideas or new ventures are you going into?
You know, maybe about a couple of weeks ago, I would have given you an entirely different answer. Recently, I lost a very good friend of mine, very well known in the industry, Akumzi Jezile, and Akumzi's passing was such a wake-up call. Sure. He was a director, he was a producer, he started off as a caller on Yo TV. He was caller number 87. You know, the guy who calls in, and if you look at his career and just amazing things that he has done, can I tell you, those were just mentions. Everybody who gathered to speak about him, remember him, commemorate him, celebrate his life, spoke about his love for people, spoke about his love for God and how it inspired them to seek a relationship with God. And I remember when I was standing there at the funeral, I was like, this too shall be my legacy. That apart from people speaking about their ventures, and I know we want to leave a legacy like Rorisang and Co. and whatever, but would I have touched people's souls? Would I have inspired them to seek something more than the tangible? And I feel like that's my next venture. I think I am, in whatever form and how it will express itself, whether it will express itself with business, whether it will express itself with having a conversation with you, I don't know, sitting in a train somewhere, having a conversation or playing with someone, that's my aim. Did I have impactful, meaningful moments with individuals that will last? Business will come and go. You know, TV will come and go. You know, I might not be famous in the next 10 years or 15 years, not because I did anything bad, but because life just takes a different turn. But you can't remove the impact. And I think that's my venture. I don't know if that answers your question.
That makes a lot of sense. And I think it ties in beautifully with your name, which is a call to worship, a call to praise, as if you're, calling on all those who you touch, come, let us worship, come, let us praise. Let's love, let's live,
like
let's
that.
joy.
That would be so amazing. Yeah.
I think that is exactly what you just said in terms of legacy. May it come to pass.
Amen.
I look forward to it. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been beautiful.
Thank you so much for joining us as well. We'll do it again next week. Goodbye. God bless.